Okay guys, so we're gonna do number 16, and erase that there. All right, so we're finding the BMI, and we know that BMI is going to be in kilograms per meter squared. And the problem gives us a person with a height in feet and inches and a weight in pounds, so we're going to need to convert those. The best way to convert the height in these situations for me is to get it all in inches and then convert to meters. So let's get it all into inches. So we only need to change 5 feet into inches. So we have 5 feet, and we already know the conversion for feet to inches, right? We have 1 foot per 12 inches. So now we can cross off feet, and we wanted inches, so now we have inches, and that's going to give us, and in fact, let's just make this easy on ourselves. So that'll give us our 5 feet in inches, but we need the total inches, so I'm just gonna put plus 7 inches. Now notice I'm not multiplying inches, so I'm not getting inches squared, I'm just adding inches. So that's gonna give us a total of 67 inches. Okay, but now we need to convert the inches into meters, and he gives us a conversion of 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. So it gets us well on our way. Let's get started. So we want meters, and we want it to be squared, so we'll do that at the very end. And we're given 67 inches. So remember, we want to write what we're looking for. We're looking for meters squared, and write what we have, or what's given to us, what we found. So we have 67 inches. And then we go up to our conversions over here, and again, we see that the only inches conversion he's given us is 1 inch into 2.54 centimeters. So if I want to get rid of inches that are on top, I need to write the inches on the bottom. And in the conversion, it's 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters. So I would write 1 inch on the bottom, because now I can cross these off, right? And for 1 inch, I get 2.54 centimeters. So now we have centimeters on top, but we want meters, so we're not done yet. How can we get rid of centimeters and get to meters? Well, remember our King Henry, died unusually drinking chocolate milk. So right now we're at centimeters, and we need to go to our unit of meters. And we know that there's 100 centimeters in a meter, because centi, the prefix centi, right here, centi, means 100. 100 of whatever the unit is. Centigrams is 100 grams, etc. So if we have 100 centimeters per 1 meter, that's fantastic. So now we have meters on top. We can cross off centimeters. And let's go back to our little map. We wanted meters squared. We're going to get there. We have meters on top. So let's figure out, that gives us 1.708 meters. And now we just need to square this, which is going to give us 2.896. Okay. Perfect. So now we have our meters squared, which is our height. So we are good. We have our height. Now we need to find our weight in kilograms. So our weight is given to us in pounds, and we are given a conversion here. And thankfully the conversion is pounds to kilograms, so we don't need to worry about doing too much. So remember that we write what we're looking for. We're looking for kilograms. Then we write our equal sign so that we know what our map is. We know what we're looking for. We're given 210 pounds. Okay, so how can we get rid of pounds? If we have pounds on top, we need pounds on bottom. So we go back up to our conversions, and we have this conversion right here. And it tells me that in 1 kilogram, there are 2.2 pounds. So I want to write my pounds on bottom for this conversion, so I can cross off pounds like this. And on top, I know that in 2.2 pounds equals 1 kilogram. So now we have kilograms on top, and we're looking for kilograms, and that comes out to 95.45 kilograms. Okay, so now we have our weight, and now we actually have to do the math. So I'm going to write it in pink, but know that I'm pulling from this number, which was our height, and this number, which is our weight. So we have 95.45 kilograms over 2.896 meters squared. And that gives me a BMI of 32.9. Now let's look at significant figures in the problem. So if we go back up to the problem, we have, these are called known conversions, so we don't consider those. So we want to look at this and this, but this one is a little bit confusing. So we just want to look at this one. Because it's 5 feet 7 inches, we don't really consider the 5 feet and the 7 inches, because no matter how you put it, we want to take our significant figures from the weight. So if he gives you a BMI problem, I would take my significant figures from the weight. So if we're looking at the weight, we have how many significant figures? We have 1, 2, and we don't count the 0, so we have 2 significant figures. And if we were to round this problem to 2 significant figures, I look at the 2 I want, I look at 1 more, and I see if that 9 does anything to my 2, and it does, it turns it into a 3. So our BMI is 33, which is D.